Howdy folks, I'm the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. I'm Garrett Hodge, and boy do we have a great season finale for you. Only 6 points separate the two title contenders, Clint Bowyer and Denny Hamlin, and anything can happen. Denny Hamlin just needs to finish 7th or better to lock up their inaugural Duralast Cup, but Clint Bowyer is pretty much in a must-win scenario. Who will be our champion? The last two races, we've had two first-time winners, Ryan Blaney at Bristol and William Byron at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Will we get our third straight first-time winner? And lastly, silly season is in full swing. Martin Truex Jr. leaving Furniture Road Racing to possibly go to the Joe Gibbs Racing 19, which leaves Suarez without a job. Jimmy McMurray making his final NASCAR start. Tyler Reddick leaving the 25. And then Ryan Newman leaving the 31 car, leaving that seat open for replacement. Anything can happen at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Kyle Larson's on pole. Let's go down trackside from the green flag. Howdy folks, it's time for race 8 of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, the season finale, the Florida Lottery 250 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. It's been a long season, a lot of ups and downs, and quite honestly some amazing moments. The inaugural season of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series must come to a close today in Florida, but who will be victorious? Kyle Larson sitting on the pole, and we have two title favorites battling it out for the Duralast Cup today. Denny Hamlin has a 6-point lead on Clint Bowyer, and Clint Bowyer is pretty much in a must-win situation. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin just needs to finish 7th or better, and he can claim their Duralast Cup. Here we go. Let's get the cars off pit road and ready to race. Here we go, guys. It's time for our pole sitter Kyle Larson to lead them off here in the Florida Lottery 250 at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Race 8 of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series on Diecastbuffet is green flag. Kyle Larson goes out to the front. Right there. Starting second today is Erik in the Smithfield Ford. Let's see what he can do. Oh my goodness. Erik wrecks out. Wow. So, qualifies second, going to take the lead, and he's already out of the race, guys. Well, that's quick, guys. That is quick. So he's out. Here's William Byron, last week's winner at Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting his first ever NASCAR Duralast Cup Series victory. Can he go for 2 in Season 1? New leader, it's the Exalta Camaro of William Byron. Now here's your points leader. Should he finish 7th or better, he will claim the Duralast Cup. Here we go. Here's Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin out front at Homestead. Oh my goodness, guys, he is fast. The Roush cars, very good in qualifying this weekend, looking to try to get their first Duralast Cup victory. Here's Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe is going to be fast enough to get 3rd so far. A lot of cars left to go. Here's Stenhouse, his teammate. Stenhouse up to 2nd place. Here's Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch up to 2nd place. Here's Martin Truex Jr. in Furniture Road Racing's last start in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. A very good lap for Truex there. He's going to go up to 2nd place and pass his corporate teammate Kyle Busch. Here's Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick going to get around Chase Briscoe in the Aussie Ford. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson is dropping like a rock. Here's Clint Bowyer. Now, he pretty much has to win the race and hope for bad luck for Hamlin. That's the only way. So let's see what Clint Bowyer can do. Clint Bowyer is out front at Homestead, but guys, it doesn't matter. Hamlin has to finish outside the top 7, or no matter what, Clint Bowyer cannot win the championship. Clint Bowyer's out front with an amazing lap. Here's Joey Logano. Logano is going to get barely around Truex and take the 3rd spot. Here's Alex Bowman, who ran really good at Bristol, really good at Talladega, and, well, looking to try to get a victory in the final race of the year. Here's Alex Bowman. And that's That's that speed out of that Nationwide 88. He's going to be up to second place, getting around Denny Hamlin. Here's Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie Johnson will get around a few cats, but not enough for a top 5. Here's Brad Keselowski. Keselowski's going to get around Denny Hamlin. Wow. Here's Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott. Here is the official review. Looks like he's going to get barely around Kyle Busch by the absolute corner of his car. Here's Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney gets around a few cats. He will advance his position in the first half of the race. Here's Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne gets around Ryan Blaney. Roush's Ford's looking pretty good. Here's Paul Menard. That was a bad push, I will admit, but we don't have redos. He's going to get around Kyle Larson. Here's making his first and only start in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, A.J. Allmendinger, coming in for one race. And he's not going to have a really good lap. He's going to be back there with Kevin Harvick and company. Here's Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman's final run in the Caterpillar Camaro. Not enough for a top 5 in the first half. Here's James Murray's last NASCAR Duralast Cup Series start in the Garage Camaro. Wow. Very good lap for him, if not one of the best all season long. McMurray has struggled. Here's Ty Dillon, who has been the unsung hero all year long. Let's see what he can do. Ty Dillon's going to get around Brad, or not Brad, but his teammate, Joey Logano. He's going to put himself in the 5th spot. Here's Tyler Reddick making his final start for Gilbert Noss Racing, as they will be shutting down after the year's over. Here we go. A very poor lap, but that still bumps Kyle Larson to the back of the field. Here's Danica Patrick. Danica Patrick is going to get around 3 cars. Here's David Reagan. Oh no, David Reagan wrecks out in the first half. He is out of the Florida Lottery 250 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. That's 2 DNFs. Here is Ryan Truex. Ryan Truex is the last car running. He is last place right now. So I don't think Larson has to worry about that one. Here's Daniel Suarez making his last start for Joe Gibbs Racing. Very unknown future for this cat. And he will only get a few spots. That 19 car has struggled all year long from the drop of the green flag at Daytona to here at Homestead. Just a very poor year by the 19 squad. Here's the 43 car, who's had a very long year as well, Bubba Wallace. Oh my goodness, another DNF. 43 wrecks again. So that's 3 DNFs. Wow, we got 2 cars to go. It's Austin Dillon and Erik Jones, both going to the rear of the field with some issues. Here is Austin Dillon. And he is out. Wow. I'm fixing the track, guys, and they're still wrecking. So this is just, I guess, bad luck. So Austin Dillon's wrecked out as well in his final start of the year. That's 4 cats. The entire garage is full. Here's Erik Jones, the last car to go in the half. If I didn't explain earlier, what basically happens, we have 2 halves. First half, everyone goes. Wherever their positions are, they maintain it. And then after everyone gets their first attempt, we take all the cars off the racetrack, I put them around it, and then we do the second half. And everyone will start where they were in the first half. And after the second half is done, they get their second lap. They don't run no more, and that will determine their finishing position. Here's Erik Jones, his final run in the first half. And he will get around a few cars, but so far, folks, it's Clint Bowyer who's out front. And here he is, folks. Clint Bowyer is out front right there on the outside of the McDonald's Camaro. Kyle Larson is second to last place right now, your pole sitter. The pole sitter so far, this season have been very, very unlucky, and I think this just shows how unlucky first spot has been, and honestly, second spot as well. Erik is sitting in the garage stall right there. So you have Clint Bowyer, you got Alex Bowman, who's second, you got Keselowski, who's third, Hamlin fourth, Dillon fifth, and the rest of the field. We already got 4 DNFs so far in the Florida Lottery 250 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway, the last race of the year. And this cat's running in last place, Ryan Truex. Last race of the year, guys. Who's going to be the Duralast Cup champion? We'll figure out in the second half. All right, folks. It's time for the second half of the Florida Lottery 250 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Your leader is Clint Bowyer. What he needs to happen, he practically needs to win this race, and Denny Hamlin has to finish outside the top 7, and he will win the Duralast Cup championship. But if that doesn't happen, it's going to be Hamlin's to lose. He is sitting in the catbird seat. No matter what Clint Bowyer does, it's all determined by Denny Hamlin. Can he maintain the top 7 spot and claim the Duralast Cup? Or will misfortune find the FedEx Camry? Let's get the second half underway. Our first car right over here, Clint Bowyer. Had a pretty good first lap. Can he repeat in the second lap and claim possibly a victory today at Homestead, but maybe even the championship? Let's see what Clint Bowyer can do. Oh, no. Not at all. A bad run, guys. A bad run. Not good. As you can see, Clint Bowyer is right here. Not good. So he goes around and he just parks it there. But now this is a huge opportunity for Alex Bowman to get that victory he has been looking after for so long. This guy almost passed Bowyer at Talladega for the win. Had a good shot at Bristol. And he didn't even run bad at Charlotte either. I mean, this guy has been the most consistent cat in the field. Let me tell you, if there's one cat that's hungry, it's this 88 Chevy. Let's see what he can do in his final run of the first season of the Nascar Duralast Cup Series. Alex Bowman, once again, will come up that short of taking the lead. Wow. So Bowman is just that short. So he will not win a race this year. Clint Bowyer still out front. Wow. Here comes Brad Keselowski in the Worth Ford. What can he do to close out the year? A very poor run by Brad Keselowski. Wow. And this is the one that matters, guys. This is the big one. If Denny Hamlin wrecks out here, it is a guaranteed championship for Clint Bowyer if Denny Hamlin wrecks out. Here we go. With only 3 cars have already ran, it doesn't matter where he finishes this run. But if he wrecks out, the championship is going to Clint Bowyer. Here we go. Well, pretty good run for him. He's going to maintain his championship spot so far. And he's going to need a lot of help to lose it, I'll tell you that. He's in 3rd right now. He gets around Keselowski. Here's Dillon. Let's see what Dillon can do. And barely around Keselowski. Barely. So this is going to hurt Clint Bowyer's case. He needs, as of right now, with Denny Hamlin in 3rd place, Clint Bowyer needs Denny Hamlin to lose 4 more spots. So it means he's going to need 4 cars to pass the FedEx Camry. Can they do it? Here we go. Here's Joey Logano. Oh, no. Oh, no. Logano is wrecked out, guys. I don't know what it is about Homestead, but, man, that's our 5th DNF. That is almost a... I think that's probably a record from the mile and a half this year. Here's Martin Truex Jr. Can he end it on a storybook ending for Furniture Row Racing? Not a good run for the 78 at all. Not a good run. This is going to help Hamlin's chances. I mean, the championship is on the line, guys. Who's going to take it? Here's Chase Elliott. Wow. Chase Elliott barely gets around Clint Boyer. Wow. That is crazy. So Elliott's in position to get his first Duralast Cup victory. It could be back-to-back for Hendrick Motorsports. Chase Elliott's out front. Here is Jamie McMurray's final run in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Here we go. The final run for Jamie McMurray's career. And he will not even come away with a top 5, but the top 10 battle is still there. He gets around Martin Truex Jr. Here's Kyle Busch. See what he can do in the final run. Can he get a win this year? Not enough speed out of the M&M's Camry. He'll get around McMurray and Truex. Here's Trevor Bayne. Let's see what he can do. Very poor run out of the 6 Ford. He's going to struggle in the second half, I'll tell you that. Alright guys, so I'm noticing that when I push him in the corners, it's slowing him down pretty well. So what I'm going to do is, if they're right here, I'm going to bump them back just to give them a better shot at it, because it's really hard to push the cars because you're pushing against the banking. So what I'm going to do for Blaney, even though he's right here, I'm going to push him back a little bit just so I can get him a little bit of a better run. I should have done it on Trevor Bayne's, but the one-run policy, I can't go back and fix it. So I'm going to give this cat and everyone else down here a fair shot in this middle piece. So here we go. Not a good run at all for the Duracell Menards Ford. Here's Jimmie Johnson. Struggled all year long. Can he get anything this season? I mean, anything. A top 10 something. Goodness gracious. Not even a top 10. Wow. Just Johnson, just no speed. And Chase Elliott's out front, guys. Here's Ryan Newman. Possibly his final run in RCR. Most likely it is. And he will get around Jamie McMurray. As they run, guys, we're running out of cars. And Denny Hamlin's in 4th. If he loses 3 more spots, well, it could be detrimental. It could be detrimental. So Denny Hamlin still has a few more spots to lose if he wants to lose the championship. Right now, fate is entirely in the rest of the field's hands. Clint Boyer has pushed himself up to the front, give himself the best opportunity he could. But let's see how the rest of the field goes. Here's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Decent run there. He's going to get around 3 cars. Here is William Byron, who qualified in the top 4, struggled. He won last week at Charlotte. Can he get another victory in the Duralast Cup? Solid run, but not a great one for the Exalta Camaro. Not a great one, guys. Here's AJ Allmendinger's one and only run in the Duralast Cup. Not a good run at all. Not a good one at all, guys. Here's Kevin Harvick. This guy's got a lot of speed, and probably the one and only shot at Chase Elliott is going to be Kevin Harvick. Can he do it? Fishtails it there, guys. He fishtails it, and that's going to kill Kevin Harvick's run. He's going to be winless in the first season. Here's Erik Jones, who qualified dead last due to some issues during the weekend in practice. Here we go. Final run. Wow! Never knew that car had it in him. He is going to move himself into the top 10. Once again, guys, it looks like it's going to be a championship for Denny Hamlin. With only a few cats left to go, definitely looks like it's going to be Denny Hamlin's championship. Here is Chase Briscoe. A very good run for the Aussie Ford. Gains a pile of positions. That's a great run for the team, but not enough to get points. Here's Daniel Suarez' final run with Joe Gibbs Racing. Pretty good run there, but just not enough. Top 10 is the only cars that get points, guys. Remember, top 10, only ones. Here's Danica Patrick. What could be her final run in the 7 car? It's going to be more or less a mediocre one. She'll get around Jimmie Johnson. Alright, guys. We have 4 cars to go. And it looks like Denny Hamlin has the championship locked up. Denny Hamlin sitting comfortably in 4th place. For the championship to change into Clint Bowyer's favor, it looks like each one of these cars are going to have to pass the FedEx Camry. And by judging the speed of these cars, it's not going to happen. This is an opportunity race, though. With 5 DNFs, can one of these guys sneak into the top 10 and gain some final points before the checkered flag waves on the season? Here's Paul Menard. Let's see what he can do. A very good car there. As you can see, he's going to pass 10 cars in the final run. He's going to gain some last-minute points. And before we get to the rest of the cars, let's see what the top 10 car is. So Paul Menard just got himself into the top 10, guys. Chase Elliott and the Kelley Blue Book Camaro looking to go back-to-back for Hendrick Motorsports and get Chevrolet their 2nd win of the year. It's been a miserable, miserable year for Chevrolet, but they're looking to get a 2nd win back-to-back for Hendrick. Could be huge momentum going into the offseason. Now this is the final run for another race team, Gilbert Noss Racing. Their final run here in the Nascar Duralast Cup Series. And it looks like it's not going to end on a good note, folks. They possibly could be last place. And the true shot for the win is going to be between, in my opinion, it's going to be between Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. Your pole sitter Larson has had no speed all race long. With the Charlotte, had the pole, no speed all race long. Larson, I think if he wants to have a good shot next year, he needs to finish strong today, and this is going to be important. Will it be between Chase Elliott, or is it going to be between Kyle Larson and Ryan Truex? I think Chase Elliott's got this one in the bag, but we're going to see how this 42 Camaro can do it. Let's see what he's got. Larson, poor run there. Poor run. And I think this seals it in the bag, guys. I think Elliott is going to pull in the victory lane, and this seals it. Confirmed. Denny Hamlin is your first ever NASCAR Duralast Cup Series champion. He will take home the cup, but only one car left to go, and it's Ryan Truex. This season is about to conclude. Here we go. The final run. Here's Ryan Truex. He will finish in last place. Checkered flag in the air. It's Chase Elliott and the Kelley Blue Book Camaro going to victory lane. But more importantly, Denny Hamlin has won the Duralast Cup. It's officially over, guys. Denny Hamlin is your first ever Duralast Cup Series champion. He has done it. He won at Atlanta Motor Speedway. He won at Texas. And that's all it took. Chase Elliott has got his first ever NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win. He gets it today at Homestead. Out of all places, Chase Elliott gets his first victory at Homestead, coming home second. So close to a title, winning the Daytona 500, Chicagoland, and Talladega, Clint Bowyer. Looks like he had it locked in the bag, guys. And he's going to come up short today. Just so short. The poor finish at Charlotte Motor Speedway really dictated how this championship was going to turn out. A tied points battle heading to North Carolina last weekend, and poor results out of the Haas CNC Ford really were detrimental to this championship hopes. And once again, guys, I cannot say enough about Alex Bowman. This is 4 straight races. This guy has been a race-winning car. He almost won Talladega, but he wrecked out. He would have got the top 5 there, but he wrecked out right before he got to Clint Bowyer's back bumper. And then he goes to Bristol, gets a top 5 there, goes to North Carolina, has a really good, I think he had a top 5, wasn't he? Yeah, a top 5. And then once again, he's going to come home third. So Elliott gets 10 points, Bowyer gets 9 points, Bowman gets 8 points. And you guessed it, folks, Denny Hamlin, your champion of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, going to come home with 7 points. And that's enough to fend off Clint Bowyer. And once again, guys, the unsung hero of the entire season, Dillon, Another top 5 for him in the Geico Camaro. They are outperforming the equipment they're in. No question. They have been the biggest surprise this season, in my opinion. Just so much speed out of them. Biggest surprise. He'll come home with 6 points. And coming home after starting dead last of the field, it's going to be Erik Jones getting a top 10. This guy has had a rough year, guys. A rough year. And he's going to come home with a top 10. Coming home in 7th place, it's Brad Keselowski. He's going to get 4 points. Coming home 8th, it's going to be Kyle Busch, bringing home 3 points. And coming home 9th, it's Ryan Newman, who will bring home 2 points in his final run, most likely with Richard Childress Racing. And coming home in the final spot in the top 10, Paul Menard had to earn it. I'll tell you that in the last half. He had to earn that spot. He's going to get 1 point, but more important than that, he got a top 10. And that's pretty much your top 10, guys. That is your top 10. Your champion is Denny Hamlin in the FedEx Express Camry. Over here in 11th, just outside the top 10, it's Kevin Harvick in the Busch Light Ford. Coming home 12th, it's Chase Briscoe. Coming home 13th, Daniel Suarez. Coming home 14th, Jamie McMurray. 15th, Mark Truex Jr. 16th, William Byron. 17th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Danica Patrick comes home 18th. 19th, Jimmie Johnson. 20th, A.J. Allmendinger in his one and only start. 21st for Ryan Blaney. 22nd for Trevor Bayne. 23rd for your pole sitter, Kyle Larson. Terrible luck for this guy. Terrible luck. So fast in qualifying, back-to-back poles in his first 2 starts, and just comes home with a terrible, terrible finish. Very poor finish. Very disappointing for him. Coming home 24th, it's Tyler Reddick in his final run with Gilbert Knox Racing. They are shutting down after the season. And once again, the true back marker of the entire season, Ryan Truex, comes home 25th. And the rest of the cats, well, they're sitting in the garage. We had 5 DNFs in this race. I believe it's a record for the 1.5 miles for the season. Coming home 26th, it is Joey Logano. 27th, Austin Dillon. 28th, Bubba Wallace Jr. 29th, David Reagan. And this one happened so early, I think a lot of people forgot how it even happened and if he was actually racing today. Erik Almirola wrecked out so early in this race. He qualified 2nd. Very, very poor run for him. And he will come home dead last in 30th place. For the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hodge, and I just want to say thank you all so much for, every single view, every single like, comment, everything that this series has brought. I mean, I've seen so many people actually watch these races, premiering them, and those who are watching live now. And I just thank you all so much for watching, sticking through the season, from Daytona to Homestead. The season started out as a stop-motion series, and I just, I slowly evolved it, And that's the best ideas. Is the best ideas you have always happen unexpectedly. You get one idea, and it just transpires to another one, and that's kind of how this series started, and I have a lot of fun bringing these races to y'all guys. It's really fun, and I hope y'all enjoy it too. And I think there are some people out there who enjoy it, which, if that's the case, that is awesome, I work really hard bringing these races together, having to build the tracks, getting the diecast, to recording it all. I mean, it's a process, guys. The editing, it's a lot of work, but, dedication is something about me. When I really like something and I'm really, passionate about it, I have dedication for it, and that's how I am about YouTube and Diecastbuffet. This channel started because of Daytona. That Daytona stop motion uploaded. That's why I created Diecastbuffet. And if you watched my channel introduction video, I did mention about that video, in that video, that this was going to be a stop motion channel, and that we've seen how that changed after race 2 in Atlanta. And I cannot say thank y'all enough for all the support y'all give me. We've grown this channel to, 230 followers. I mean, or subscribers. It's crazy. I mean, my Instagram's almost at 1,500 as of this race recording. And it's so cool, guys. It's so freaking cool. Just want to say thank y'all so much for all the love out there. I love y'all, guys. And once again, from the voice of NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, it's Garrett Hodge. Have a good one, folks.